Blackstar has a Katana now. Now, they can't say that. I can. We all know the Katana is the all-in-one modeling, it is, budget to a little bit higher budget practice / gigging amp that fulfills a lot of needs in people. Which is why then Line 6 did the Kata list. Whoever came up with that. However, I think Line 6, sorry Line 6, love you guys, but you missed the mark a bit with the user interface where you had to hold down buttons and then under your finger you couldn't see what the light was doing, but the light was telling you what you had to do. It made no sense. And also more limited effects, which they then later rectified. The Katana's interface is all just click, 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 whatever. You determine it before in the app, but then on the actual amp, you can recall things, but not really edit. It's definitely a market that Blackstar wasn't playing in. They have great tube amps. They've got the smaller ID amps, but not anything with that feature set where you could really have effects and drives and compressors and presets and all that stuff. Well, now they're playing in that bracket with the id.x. And honestly, didn't expect that much. And I was very pleasantly surprised. This is the 50-watt version, which is very small, which is very light, and clocks in at $350 wherever I checked. I mean, prices are going to vary now that it's out, but at around $350 and $450 for the 100-watt version, which is of course bigger and louder. I mean, this is loud. For practice, for the small gig, for the beginner, for the enthusiastic intermediate, headphone practice, recording into the DAW, learning about sounds. There are so many uses for an amp in that price range with those sounds, with that feature set. To get to the feature set, we're taking it out of the box. Well, now that we have unboxed it, we're going to take a good look at it in some nice product shots with some sounds that are recorded DI with the USB out. Okay, in a video like this, we have a shit ton of stuff to cover. It has a direct out. It has a direct out recording with USB. Yes, we have an app, the Architect software from Blackstar, which just pops up and says, oh, by the way, this thing needs an update, bam. And then the update was there. Very, very simple. That's how you do it. I'm sorry, boss, I love you guys, but the update procedure on a Katana is asinine and from 1989. It's redonkulous. You hook this up to the software and then it works. Look, I'm not shitting all over Boss because Blackstar is paying me. Boss is paying me. There's a TAE core right there, okay? I love both companies, but if one of the companies is doing something that I don't like, I'm still gonna call it out, okay? Katana is pretty great. That's pretty great. So there's software. And I'll quickly show you some things in the software right here while I'm talking. It's probably been playing for a couple of minutes because we're not going to go and spend 20 minutes in the software, which is what makes these videos an hour long. Everything that I'm going to show you on the amp can be done in software, plus a little bit more, like setting up the cab rig. And one of the new settings in cab rig is ITR, which I think stands for in the room, which is what I recorded the direct sounds with. And that's not a close mic'd sound. That's just what it would sound like in the room with you, which is great, first of all, for lively recording, but also headphones. Does this say anything even? Where's the headphone out? I don't know. I'm gonna assume that the cabric out, that's how it was done on some other products, is the headphone out as well. And just figured out once you push that button next to it, where is it? It goes from red to green to orange, and those are the 3 different cabric settings, as it also shows you on the display. In the software, you can do everything rather simple and also add a lot more presets. On the actual amp, as far as I could figure out, there are 3 banks of 3, which is fine. The special thing about the id.x compared to its competition is that it has a display. And a display means, diving into menus and who wants that, and it makes it way too complicated. But what if it's actually relatively simple and it still gives you access to everything? So we'll look at it right here now, and then we're going to get some sounds with a rather nice setup. Realistically, are you ever going to mic this? I don't think so. You have the cabric, which sounds pretty decent on this, especially the in-the-room sounds. You can record it with USB if you actually wanted to track with it as your modeler, you can. There's no need to put mics in front of it. However, the little sound check I did in the other room with headphones on the mixer, checking what came out of the mics, was pretty damn good. If that's noodle. If that's what I can actually communicate to you with this setup, it's gonna sound pretty damn good. Okay, we're gonna look at it. If we look at the grades, then, you know, we know what they're doing. It is definitely an interface reminiscent of the Katana. Katana's been around for a long time. It makes sense to give people something familiar. So we have clean, warm, clean, bright, crunch, super crunch, oopsie, OD1, OD2. All good. Gain, volume, bass, middle, treble, ISF, infinite SF. I don't know. We have a manual, so that means whatever you set up, that's what it is. We have bank 1 with 1, 2, 3 sounds. Bank 2, orange, 1, 2, 3 sounds. Bank 3, red, 1, 2, 3 sounds. For the colorblind Blackstar, it would have been smart to do maybe green, orange, blue, green, purple, blue, something like that, because red and green doesn't work for colorblind people, just saying. Makes sense. There's a gate right there, which I saw in the app, and I was like, how do you get to it? Well, there's a shift button right here, and once you hold that in, this is not gain, but it is gate. Cool. Just like resonance and presence, your power amp settings can also be accessed with shift. So you've got everything that is in the software is accessible here. I did not read the manual. I did this deliberately because I wanted to figure everything out myself, and I think I could. If we look at the effects section, pre-effects, that's your compressors, that's your overdrives. It's right now on, but also it is what I'm editing right here, which is why it's white. Delay and reverb are also on. Right now, that's what I'm editing. Right now, that's what I'm editing. Right now, that's what I'm editing. Mod is off. If I want to turn reverb off, now I'm editing, now it's off. Now I'm editing, now it's off. Rather straightforward operation, right? So I go to pre-effects, I see it's a TS drive. So all I got to do to change drive and level, twist the knobs. Where's tone? Well, push this and you're on the next page. That's really as deep as menu diving goes. You want to change what drive it is, click the left one. Now I can pick yellow drive, click it. Now I'm on yellow drive. I got drive, level. Oh, and look, tone, right? Relatively straightforward. What else do we have there? I mean, we can't go through everything because that's a 7-hour video. Valve boost, red drive, TS drive, K drive. We know what those are. And if you don't, just listen. OG rodent, that's of course a rat, a pie fuzz, a smile fuzz, octofuzz. Octofuzz? Oh, okay. Really? And links below, animals at the end. Buy the damn thing.
Slash goodbye.
What the crap? Usually the digital fuzzes are shit. That's good. Holy. Compressor. Envelope filter. Okay. We can go home now. I did put the TS drive there because it's a lead sound that I made. Not shit. Let's go to clean sound here. Turn that off. Modulation, turned it on. Here's a chorus. Same idea. It's just two parameters. We have a chorus, a flanger, a phaser, vintage phase. And the great thing is it does change to that effect immediately once you select it. So you can actually, preset dive. Tap works. That's juicy. Optotrem. Oh. With the delays, we got digital, analog, digital tape, multi, shimmer. Multi. How good's the shimmer? Let's see. It's not shit. I've had shit shimmers. Shimmer shit. That's great. And then on this, what the engage? Oh, here we go. We got hall plate, spring, cathedral, chamber. How good's the spring? Slightly drippy. Okay, the effects are extremely better than expected. Humor. Power. At 1 watt, you can absolutely have bedroom level without really annoying anyone. Well, I mean, you could annoy people even at lower volume. If you do that for 7 hours straight, even at low volumes, it's annoying. The 10 watt for me is more than enough to be pretty damn powerful. 50-watt is going to distort all the mics in the room. And I'm not even at half volume. We can pick, last thing on here, the power tube response. How different is that? I mean, let's see here. Let's get rid of that. Slight difference. It's more of a gimmick, let's put it that way. But it's neat, you can learn some things. Is that really what's going to happen later on if you get your big tube amp? But if you already know what these things do, maybe it does something in your head. In the back, we have, of course, the cab rig. We have foot switch input. Doesn't come with a foot switch. We have send and return for your own effects. And we have an aux input if you want to play along with a track from your phone or whatever. It does not have Bluetooth. All that and those sounds for 350 is already pretty redonkulous. Honestly, it's ultra redonkulous actually. Like, wow. Everything you want, edit right there, tap. If you want to save something, hold it in, not the P, the button. Hold in the button, and then, like, if I wanted to save that, it's asking you where do you want to save it. I want to save it here. Done. Before we go into going through some of the presets here in the room, let's go through the direct sounds, which you could get with USB, that's how I recorded it, or with the cab rig out. Here we go. Okay, difference to the 100-watt version is pretty straightforward. It's 50 instead of 100. 100's bigger. 100 has an XL out instead of a 1/4 inch. And it's got MIDI in to control it with any MIDI foot switch that you want. I asked for the 50 because it's smaller, lighter, more cost effective, and for what it's supposed to do is more than enough if you ask me. Let's go through the, let's call them amp models. That's a lot of room right there. Played, but of course I can easily tone that down. Now, quickly, what are you hearing? Completely unfair, because you would never do that to this amp, but I want you to get the full sound. We have a Sennheiser MD421 Compact. We have, for the first time in any video here, the AEA N22, that's their answer to the Roya 121, beautiful ribbon mic, and of course mixed in with the AEA R88 in the room. That's, I don't know, $7,000 of mics. But should sound good. Here we go, that's the clean warm. That's a Pia. That's nice. Don't know what I like more. Probably the warm with more presence. You hold shift, dial presence. Yeah. Crunch. Let's get the presence normal. Nice. It's a song. Super Crunch. That's just good. And then OD2. as always, that ISF is from American to British. Now it's a mid thing, it's a body thing, whatever. Use it as an EQ. That's cool. Number 1. Number 2 means poop. What a frickin' tight rock sound. I'm having fun. Holy ballsack. $350 and I'm having a blast. Well, I have to send this back. I'm not. I'm going to tell them, fuck that. Come and get it. Oh, they're coming to Gear Street. They might be coming to get it. Gear Street. 7. What? So what's wrong with it? If you want MIDI, buy the bigger one. If you want XLR, buy the bigger one. It's got a tuner. How much did my wiggling fix? Hey, GraphTech ratio locking tuners. And unlock nut. Works. Wow. Okay. Can't fault it at anything. $350. Holy balls. I'll put links below. Use them. That helps me. Subscribe and like. Like and subscribe. That helps me. Help me. Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. It's a song. Animals at the end.